Right, listen up, you salty sea dogs. We're about to dive into the captivating world of radar plotting, an indispensable tool for any self-respecting mariner. It's like having an extra pair of eyes, but instead of spotting dolphins, it sees through fog, rain, and even darkness. Radar is your trusty sidekick, helping you navigate safely and avoid collisions. Imagine you're cruising through a thick fog, visibility near zero. You can't see what's around you, and for all you know, a supertanker is bearing down on your starboard side. Terrifying, right? That's where radar swoops in to save the day. It sends out radio waves that bounce off objects like other ships, buoys, or even land. These echoes are then displayed on your radar screen, giving you a picture of your surroundings, even when you can't see a thing. Radar plotting is all about interpreting these blips on your screen. By carefully measuring and analyzing them, you can determine the position, course, speed, and closest point of approach, CPA, of other vessels. Basically, it's like being Sherlock Holmes of the high seas, using clues to piece together the maritime puzzle around you. This isn't just some theoretical mumbo-jumbo, though. Radar plotting is crucial for safe navigation, especially in low visibility conditions. It allows you to make informed decisions, avoid potential collisions, and navigate confidently through treacherous waters. So pay attention, because this knowledge could save your bacon one day. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty of radar plotting, let's talk about the tools of the trade. Like everything else in the maritime world, radar plotting has evolved over the years. We've gone from using pencils, paper charts, and a steady hand to relying on sophisticated electronic systems. Manual radar plotting is the old-school method, using a trusty pair of compasses, a plotter, and a keen eye. It involves marking the positions of targets on a paper chart at regular intervals, and then analyzing their movement. Think of it like plotting a course with a sextant. It requires precision, practice, and a good understanding of navigational principles. On the other hand, we have electronic radar plotting, which is like having a GPS system for ships. This method utilizes automatic radar plotting aids, ARPA, and electronic chart systems, ECS, to do the heavy lifting for you. These systems automatically track targets, calculate their courses and speeds, and even provide collision warnings. It's like having a co-pilot who never sleeps and never misses a beat. Now, don't get me wrong, those fancy electronic systems are brilliant. They make navigation easier and safer, but they're not foolproof. Batteries can die, systems can malfunction, and sometimes you just need to rely on your own skills. That's why it's crucial to master both manual and electronic radar plotting methods. Just like a good captain never relies solely on his autopilot, a competent navigator should be comfortable with both traditional and modern techniques. All right, you landlubbers, time to get your hands dirty with some manual radar plotting. Don't worry, it's not rocket science, but it does require attention to detail and a bit of practice. First things first, you'll need the right tools for the job. Grab a paper chart of the area you're sailing in, a sharp pencil, preferably two, just in case one decides to take a swim, a pair of dividers or a parallel ruler, and a trusty radar plotting sheet. Next, let's familiarize ourselves with the radar screen. It might look like a jumbled mess of blips and lines, but each element tells a story. The center of the screen represents your vessel, and the rings radiating outwards indicate distance. The radial lines are bearings, like spokes on a wheel, showing you the direction of targets relative to your ship. Now for the fun part, plotting those pesky targets. When you spot a blip on your radar screen, carefully note its bearing and distance. Then, using your trusty dividers or parallel ruler, transfer this information onto your paper chart. Mark the target's position with a small dot and label it with the time of observation. Repeat the process of plotting target positions at regular intervals, usually every 3 minutes. As you plot more points, you'll notice a pattern emerge. Connect the dots, and voila! You've just created a track line, revealing the target's course and speed relative to your vessel. Let's say you're cruising along, enjoying a lovely cuppa, when you spot a blip on your radar screen. You immediately spring into action, channeling your inner radar plotting guru. Time 10 a.m. Target bearing 45 degrees. Target distance 6 nautical miles. You meticulously mark this position on your chart with a dot labeled 1000. Time 10:03 a.m. Target bearing 40 degrees. Target distance, 5.4 nautical miles. You diligently plot this second position and label it 10:03. Time 10:06 a.m. Target bearing 35 degrees. Target distance 4.8 nautical miles. You mark this third position and label it 10:06. Now connect the dots. You'll see a straight line, hopefully, that represents the target's course relative to your vessel. By measuring the length of this line and considering the time interval, 6 minutes, you can calculate the target's speed. This information, along with the target's course, allows you to predict its future position and take appropriate action to avoid a collision. Section 5. Enter the digital age ARPA and electronic chart systems. Section 6. The need for speed and accuracy. Time intervals in radar plotting. Section 7. Staying out of trouble, CPA, TCPA, and avoiding collisions. Section 8. It's not all smooth sailing, common errors, and how to avoid them. Section 9. Radar plotting, a vital skill for safe navigation.